Here's what I know about a flame. A flame, when it's in the room and I'm standing a long way from it, I can see that there's a flame, but I can't feel any of its heat. And that's kind of Herod's story. He'd heard of Jesus. He kind of knew who Jesus was. He knew there was this thing that kept drawing attention. This Jesus guy kept drawing attention. So when he sort of saw Jesus, he went, oh yeah, the miracle guy, do a miracle for me. But as you draw closer and closer to a light, it starts to change your own demeanor. It lights you up. And if you get super close to a flame, my friend, it's going to leave a mark. And that's Peter. Peter had a mark on him that said, you have been with Jesus. Caiaphas didn't have it. He was a pious man, but he hadn't been that close to the flame. Anna certainly didn't have it. Pilate wished it would just blow out and go away. Gamaliel, one of the priests, had actually said, you know what, we're going to test this thing by just letting it run its course. If this thing isn't of God, it's just going to disappear. Well, guess what? It didn't disappear, and it's still going 2 millennia later because the light was real. Jesus stood in front of us and said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Do you know this? He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. You have a way of life. Everyone has a way of life. But your way of life is balanced, is founded in the truth that you understand about the world. Your way of life is anchored in your truth. And it can be impacted and influenced by all sorts of things. By algorithms on social media, all sorts of things. By what you should wear, what you shouldn't wear, what you should eat, what you shouldn't eat, who you should hang out with, who you shouldn't hang out with, whatever it happens to be. And ultimately, all you need to decide is who is Jesus. Because if you decide that Jesus is who he said he was, that he was the Son of Man and Son of God, came to save the world by laying down his life for each and every one of us, then your way of life will be based on his truth, and his name is Jesus, and you will be able to say that yes, he is the I am. And that, my friends, is something to celebrate. But if you don't have that anchor, your way of life will be based on whatever next truth comes along.